Good morning, students. Good morning, students. Everyone get ready for the class. Students, please unnecessarily your mic should be mute. Anamika, please mute your mic. So what we studied in our last class? Yes, students, what we studied in our last class? Anamika?
Factors affecting evaporation and evaporation.
We studied sublimation and deposition, right? Evaporation and their factors. Okay. Fine, Neerav. Okay, Rushi. Everyone, please consider the last point after evaporation and their factors, that is the cooling effect created by evaporation. Cooling effect created by evaporation. Okay, on page number 9 of your textbook, how does evaporation cause cooling? And here, Neerav, read first paragraph.
Yes, ma'am. How does evaporation cause cooling? In an open vessel, the liquid keeps on evaporating. The particles of liquid absorb energy from the surrounding to regain the energy lost during evaporation. This absorption of energy from the surrounding makes the surrounding cold.
Okay. So here, how does evaporation cause cooling? In an open vessel, the liquid keeps on evaporating and the particles of liquid keep absorbing the energy from its surrounding to regain the energy lost during evaporation. This absorption of energy from the surroundings makes the surroundings cold. Means, what happens here, students? Yesterday we learned that how evaporation occurs and how it is different from vaporization. Okay? So how it is different from the vaporization process? So here what we can say that vaporization is a bulk phenomena while evaporation is a surface phenomena. So when you keep a vessel open, well, that was also open in case of vaporization, but the difference is evaporation is a surface phenomena, means the surface area, if it is greater or smaller, that point matters here, and it keeps the liquid evaporating. The particles of liquid absorb energy from surrounding to regain the energy lost during evaporation. This absorption of energy from surroundings makes the surroundings cold. And for that cooling effect, what happens actually, whenever the evaporation occurs, it leaves the liquid particles converted into energy by absorbing energy from the surrounding. तो particles जब अपने surrounding से energy absorb करते हैं, तो surrounding environment से energy absorb हो जाने की वजह से temperature goes down, which makes someone feel cool. Okay? So what happens when you pour some acetone on your palm? We all have used nail polish remover, right? So when we use this nail polish remover, the acetone, what happens here? We feel extremely cool, right? So here, the particles, they are gaining energy from the palm or surroundings and evaporate, causing the palm to feel cool. And after a hot sunny day, people sprinkle water on the roof of or open ground because the large latent heat of vaporization of water, it helps to cool the hot surface. So same thing is done in the summer season, that to make the surface cool, right, what we do? We sprinkle water on roof or the surface, right? That will absorb the heat from the ceiling or the surface and it will leave the environment cool. That is the reason why we, when we sprinkle water, we are feeling the cool breeze, okay? Now can you cite some more examples from daily life where we can feel the effect of cooling due to evaporation? There are so many examples where we feel this, right? Why should we wear cotton clothes in summer? During summer, we perspire more because of mechanism of our body which keeps us cool. We know that during evaporation, the particles at the surface of liquids, they gain energy from the surroundings. Summer season, in summer season we prefer wearing cotton clothes. Why? Because they are having tendency to absorb our sweat and giving us feeling of cool, right? We know that during evaporation, the particles at the surface of liquid, they gain energy from the surroundings and or body surface and change into vapor. The heat energy equal to the latent heat of vaporization is absorbed from the body and leaving the body cool. That is the reason why we feel cool. Okay? Now, cotton being a good absorber of water, it helps in absorbing the sweat and exposing it to atmosphere for easy evaporation. कॉटन एक फाइबर है जिसकी वजह से जो हीट है वो एब्जॉर्ब हो जाएगी, स्वेट एब्जॉर्ब हो जाएगा और पार्टिकल्स जो है सराउंडिंग मीडियम से हीट को एब्जॉर्ब करेंगे और आसपास के एनवायरनमेंट को कूल बनाएंगे. दैट इज व्हाई व्हेन वी वेयर कॉटन क्लोथ्स इट मेक्स अस फील कूल, राइट? Now, why do we see water droplets on the outer surface of glass containing ice cold water? So here also same thing, same phenomena happens. Let us take some ice cold water in a tumbler and soon we will see water droplets on the outer surface of the tumbler. The water vapor present in the air on coming in contact with cold glass of water, it loses energy and gets converted into liquid. Whenever we are having ice cold water, that water is having cold vapor of water. We always have seen, right? एकदम ice cold water का ग्लास है तो आपने देखा होगा एकदम ठंडी जो वाटर की वेपर है वो हमने अक्सर देखी है. So that water vapor particles, they again cool down and they are converted to liquid state. And we see that water as a water droplet on the surface of the glass. So that is the reason why we see that glass are having water droplets collected over outside surface. Okay. Now questions. But before we discuss question, you please read how does evaporation cause cooling, and if you don't get the concept, please tell me again. So any queries in last concept? Okay, everyone, if you don't have doubt, then let us consider questions given here. Why does a desert cooler cool better on a hot, dry day? So desert cooler किसे बोलते हैं? First of all, do you know what is desert cooler? Cooler which we use at our home, right? Desert cooler means which is having that dry grass on the sides and we fill it with water and it gives us with cool breeze. Okay? So that is desert cooler, everyone. So question is that why does desert cooler cools faster or better on a dry day? The reason is it is not having much humidity on that day. On a hot dry day there is zero humidity in environment, so it will give better evaporation effect and leaving the environment cool. So how you can write the answer of this question, that desert cooler cool better on hot dry day because on a dry day the environment is having less humidity, or you can say negligible humidity, and which gives the more rate of evaporation and that leaves the environment cool. So on a hot dry day desert cooler cools better. Question number 2, how does the water kept in an earthen pot become cool during summer? So here you often have seen that in earthen pot मिट्टी का जो मटका होता है, right? So in an earthen pot if we have filled it with water, it becomes cool, right? So why it becomes cool? Because that earthen pot is having water in it and water particle in it, they gain energy from its surrounding medium and leaving the earthen pot cool. Okay, so it becomes cool on summer days. So same phenomena applies as you wrote in question 1, that on dry day less humidity is there and that water particles will absorb energy from surrounding medium and leaving the earthen pot cool. Then question number 3, why does our palm feel cold when we put some acetone or petrol or perfume on it? So same reason we answered during its explanation in this portion. Okay. So here, when we put acetone or perfume or petrol on our hand, they are kind of volatile liquids and they quickly evaporate. And they have tendency to absorb heat from environment and quickly getting evaporated. And when evaporation is there, it causes cooling effect. So when we put these things on our palm, we feel cool. Then question number 4, why are we able to sip hot tea or milk faster from a saucer rather than a cup? So कप की बजाय हम सॉसर से अगर पी ले रहे तो क्यों हम फास्टर उसको पी सकते हैं? द रीजन, हु विल टेल मी? ये तो कॉमन चीजें हैं जो हम डेली लाइफ में एक्सपीरियंस करते हैं, तो उसका कॉमन रीजन क्या है स्टूडेंट्स, कि कप के बजाय हम सॉसर से चाय जल्दी पी सकते हैं, चाय या हॉट मिल्क वट एवर इट इज. Yes, I am waiting for your answer, students. What is the reason? Why are we able to sip hot tea or milk? Yes, Nirav, exactly. It is the surface area, right? So that is only I wanted to know. Generally, whenever anything, if it is having more steam in it, it is having more temperature, then let it cool down, what we do, we just put it in the broad container and it will cool down quickly. Okay, so there is large surface area in saucer as compared to cup. कप का सरफेस एरिया कम होता है जबकि सॉसर का ज्यादा होता है. दैट इज व्हाई वी कैन सिप hot water or milk from the saucer faster compared to cup. That is the reason. I hope you understood. It says because it has larger surface area. That is correct. And the fifth question, the last one, what are the type of clothes should we wear in summer? What type of clothes should we wear in summer? We should be wearing cotton clothes because it is good absorber of sweat and exposing it to atmosphere for easy evaporation. Okay, so cotton absorbs the sweat from your skin and that sweat is exposed to air for easy evaporation. So that is why we will feel good while we are wearing cotton clothes. Okay, so I hope you are clear with this point. Then next is information on plasma and Bose-Einstein state is given. Rushi, you read both the states.
Yes, ma'am. Now, scientists are talking of 5 states of matter: solid, liquid, gas, plasma, and Bose-Einstein condensate plasma. The state consists of super energetic and super excited particles. These particles are in the form of ionized gases. The fluorescent tube and neon sign bulbs consist of plasma. Inside a neon sign bulb there is neon gas, and inside a fluorescent tube there is helium gas or some other gas. The gas gets ionized, that is, gets charged when electrical energy flows through it. This charging up creates a plasma glowing inside the tube or bulb. The plasma glows with a special color depending on the nature of gas. The sun and the stars glow because of the presence of plasma in them. The plasma is created in stars because of very high temperature. Bose-Einstein condensate. In 1920, Indian physicist Satyendra Nath Bose had done some calculations for a 5th state of matter. Building on his calculations, Albert Einstein predicted a new state of matter, the Bose-Einstein condensate (BEC). In 2001, Eric A. Cornell, Wolfgang Price, Wolfgang Ketterle and Carl E. Wyman of USA received the Nobel Prize in Physics for achieving Bose-Einstein condensation. The BEC is formed by cooling a gas of extremely low density, about 100,000th the density of normal air, to super low temperatures. You can log on to www.chamforkids.com to get more information on these 4th and 5th states of matter.
Okay. So here, plasma state. प्लाज्मा स्टेट क्या है स्टूडेंट्स कि उसमें जो पार्टिकल्स है जो हमने सॉलिड, लिक्विड या गैसियस स्टेट में देखे उनसे ये स्टेट थोड़ी डिफरेंट है. ठीक है. द 3 states that we saw that has particles moving, right, to some extent. Even in gaseous state the particles are moving faster and randomly, but not like plasma state, right? Here in plasma state they are having super energetic and super excited particles and they are in form of ionized gas. Generally in solid, liquid or gaseous state the particles are there and they are moving but they are not having charge on them, right? But in case of plasma state they are having ionized particles, right? Means they are having charge on them. So when you use fluorescent tube lights or bulbs or neon sign bulbs, they are consisting of plasma. Okay, so matter inside that bulb is in plasma state, and inside the neon bulb there is neon gas, and inside fluorescent bulb there is helium gas or some other gas, which is having their ionized particle in it. Okay, that gas get ionized and gets charged. Generally क्या होता है कि कोई भी एलिमेंट है उनके जो इलेक्ट्रॉन्स है, ठीक है, if that loses that electrons and they move to their higher energy level, they are leaving the energy in form of light. This concept you will learn in 11th standard, right? 11th May, if you go for science stream, then you will learn that in higher energy level, when electrons again come to their earth state, their down state in which they are having lowest energy, in which they can be stable. So from higher energy level to lower energy level, when these electrons are moving, they are releasing energy in form of light. Okay? And while doing this, they are releasing light energy, so they glow. And that is the reason why fluorescent bulb and neon bulb, they are glowing. Okay? And the next one is Bose-Einstein condensate. Indian physicist Satyendra Nath Bose, they had done some calculation for fifth state of matter, and building on his calculation, Albert Einstein predicted a new state of matter, which is BEC, right? That state, the name of this state is given based on memory of these two scientists, Satyendra Nath Bose and Albert Einstein. So Bose-Einstein condensate. In 2001, Eric Cornell, Wolfgang Paterl and Carl E., they received the Nobel Prize in Physics for achieving this state. And this is formed by cooling a gas of extremely low density. And about 100,000 the density of normal air, the super low temperatures, you can have this state, right? But it is not the natural state, it is artificially achieved, right? Naturally, these three states are available, which are solid, liquid and gas, and these two are achieved in lab. You got my point, students? Now please go through the questions, these two states, and summary points, what have you learned, okay? And tell me if you have query in any of the point.
Ma'am, plasma in our body and this plasma is same or different?
Which plasma?
Ma'am,
Okay,
one
plasma in blood. No. These two are different. These is a plasma state of matter, right? Plasma state of matter has kind of ionized particles. Well, if you consider blood, that is not having such things. That is the medium in which red blood cells, white blood cells, platelets, they are lying. Okay? So that blood plasma is different, and this plasma state is different. Okay?
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Well, that was a nice question, Anamika. Okay, everyone went through all the points. Yes, students. Did you went through all the points? Any queries in there?
Yes. No query, ma'am.
Okay. What about others? Any point which you found difficult?
No, ma'am.
Please consider summary points. चैप्टर समरी दी गई है, उनको एक बार देखिए, आपको पूरे चैप्टर का एक random view मिल जाएगा that which point you studied in this chapter, because here we finished the explanation of chapter, right? In next class we will discuss about exercise questions. So let us see the summary that what we studied in our chapter. So starting from the chapter we learnt about matter. What is matter? So matter is nothing but anything which occupies the space and has definite volume, that is matter. Okay? And matters around us exist in three different states: solid state, liquid state and gaseous state. After that we learnt about various property of the solid, liquid and gaseous state. That solid state has particles so closely attached to it, and liquid state has particles slightly loosely bound and they can move in the given container. And gaseous state, that container must be closed and particles are randomly moving and faster their speed is. Right? So we learned about various properties of particles. Even if we learn about particles attract each other, they have space between them and they are continuously moving. That was basic property of particles, and that would differ based on the state of matter, whether it is solid, liquid or gaseous. Okay? And then particles do possess kinetic energy. Then arrangement of particles is most order in the case of solid, and in case of liquid, layers particles can sleep and slide over each other, while for the gases there is no order of movement. Order of movement means उनकी कोई एक पैटर्न नहीं है कि उसी तरह से वो मूव करेंगे. Gaseous particles move randomly. Okay? States of matter are interconvertible, means solid can turn into liquid, liquid can turn into gaseous state, and reverse state is also possible. Right? And then we learnt about sublimation and deposition. Sublimation means solid state directly converts to gaseous state, and deposition is reverse state, means gaseous state turns into solid state. Okay? And boiling, say vaporization, is bulk phenomena. Particles from the bulk of the liquid change into vapor state. वहाँ सारे के सारे particles पे ये असर होती है. जबकि evaporation is a surface phenomena, okay, and particles from the surface gain enough energy to overcome forces of attraction present in the liquid, and they changes to vapor state. So evaporation and boiling, say vaporization, both are different phenomena. Rate of evaporation depends on four different factors, that is surface area, temperature, wind speed and humidity. Evaporation, it causes cooling. Then latent heat of vaporization is the heat energy required to change 1 kg of liquid into gaseous state at atmospheric pressure. Right? And latent heat of fusion is the amount of heat energy required to change 1 kg of solid into liquid at its melting point. Then units of some quantity which are discussed in this chapter is given. That is temperature, we measure it in Kelvin, symbol is capital K. Length we measure in meter, mass in kilogram, weight in Newton, volume in cubic meter, density in kilogram per cubic meter, and pressure in Pascal. These are various units of this quantity in which we measure this quantity. Okay? So for today we keep it till here, and in next class we will discuss exercise question answers, okay, and some other question answers if needed. So for today I rest the class here. If you have any query, please ask me in next class. Okay, everyone?
Thank you,
Have a
ma'am.
nice day. Welcome. Have a nice day, everyone.